I'll do color for now. Maybe tomorrow I'll do some play-by-play.
Well, if we're in there, we're just going to get hit. And we can't go up on the bleachers. There could be problems, right? Or moving.
Maybe in the middle and just like sit on some tall chairs. I don't know, man. I'm like on the air right now, so.
Alrighty, everybody. We have Apex versus YWG. I'm Stacey Gilman.
I'm Gareth G. Money Williams.
And we are going to be bringing this game to you live from Garden City, Duluth, here in Europe. There we go. Now, all right, Apex coming back on the offense, going for the counter. Oh, Deferra taking a shot and getting countered by McKay.
I think Brock was hit there.
Oh, there we go. Bertrand getting a nice hit on Manjola. Bertrand coming from trampoline dodgeball, and so you'll notice the way that he jumps around is much different from people who grew up playing on the hard courts, the mean streets.
And another a lefty on the right side.
That's right. Oh, and Tameta there doing his best to keep LeBurge and Stafura at bay.
Eldon Moon was just right in my face just then.
Yeah, and nice sweep there from Johnson. Bertrand feeling out YWG, just getting a big pump in there. Team calling a plan. Tameta comes up with a fake. And there we go. Tameta ends up taking the shot, but Bertrand gets knocked out there by Colin Chartier, who had possibly the best draft team name ever. Little Sharts.
Little Sharts.
Yeah, Chartes. Oh, and LeBurge back up there pumping at the line. And there we have Mathieu Pantel taking a shot. Pantel celebrating his first child. Just recently delivered about a week or so ago. Oh, and a nice block there from Tameta. John Del Tameta, just such a solid player. If he was just a little cockier, I think he'd be one of the best.
Oh, is that a catch?
I don't think it was a catch. I believe it came up from the floor.
And I'll never understand playing with glasses. I'm blind as a bat, but I'd be worried.
Let me explain it to you.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to put in contacts, you don't really have a choice.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Did you try just practice touching your eyeball?
I had a moment about 3 years ago where I shattered a woman's contact in her eye in a game. And that was pretty much the end of Rex Gonzalez's girlfriend playing dodgeball. I don't remember seeing her out after that.
Yeah, that would be worse than actually getting your glasses broken.
Yeah, and it doesn't really hurt getting hit in the glasses at all. You can get goggles, or you can just get metal
Riel hit
frame.
out there.
Yeah. Riel Wilmot, great example of if you just 100% focus your life on dodgeball, what you can do to your skill level. There we go. And Kopet coming up. Kopet plays guard because he's really good at throwing and he's very survivable and actually decent catching ability, but I have to say his fakes are not convincing. He's doing them at all the right times, but I don't know that he's really selling it. But the thing is, his windup does kind of look like that, so maybe that's how he gets so much success is people don't buy it, and then he hits them anyway.
And cross court, he's probably got the most accurate guard-to-guard throw.
Yep, there you go. Perfect example. He just knocked out Bradford there, who was ball in hand and blocking, and he managed to put it right onto his wrists.
The thing about YWG, they're never out of any round when Matthew Pantel is still on the court.
Pantel, just a gifted catcher.
As he proved at the national tournament.
Absolutely.
With one of the most insane rounds of dodgeball you'll ever see.
Yeah. And there we go. Kopet knocking out McKay. And you can see Bailey takes up the position. There we go. And I noticed that they're really putting Tameta into that throwing position. Oh, and there we go. And you see Bertrand getting knocked out.
Yeah, I think I would describe Joandel as an athletic arcade frog, the way he's
Yes, absolutely.
springs to the air.
He is definitely a Greninja.
A Greninja.
Yeah, the Pokemon that is a frog ninja. He plays in that exact position. He has
Pantel hit out.
when he played on Super Smash Balls, I believe his jersey had a Greninja on it, which was very apt.
I'm going to warn you now, Stacy. All Pokemon references will be lost on me.
I have
it's a generational thing.
I have 3 tattooed on my body, so I do know a bit about it. Oh, and there we go. A great
I was
shot
big
from
into the
Superb.
Smurfs, though, as a child. If anyone knows about the Smurfs.
So fun fact about Smurfs. Apparently, I was trying to figure out how the word yeet works, and they said if you could use Smurf, you can use yeet.
Huh. Because in the Smurf books, they would use Smurf as like an all-purpose word.
Exactly, and so is yeet.
Oh.
So there's a recent Dodgeball meme, and it was like, countering after they throw, countering before they throw, yeeting your balls immediately. And yeet is just, it's used like Smurf.
I think we've all yeeted and smurfed our balls immediately
Yeah.
at some point.
I definitely didn't understand the term yeet until it was explained to me that way. Oh, and Bailey looking to just drop and go for a catch.
Oh, and the round's over.
Yeah.
Mike
YWG.
Bailey, the most surprised-looking player in Dodgeball. Those eyebrows go up and they stay up. Also, maybe the funniest.
Yeah, a man who he definitely took some time off. He has shoulder issues, and apparently it's because when he throws in-game, he doesn't use his hips or anything else. He just throws directly from his shoulder, which must cause all sorts of pain.
Right. It's not advisable.
Absolutely. And they're off, and Johnson, a player from BC.
With a pretty good-looking jersey.
Yeah.
I know you have one.
I do not, actually. I was
don't?
just borrowing Ian Assang's.
That was the largest team at the Western tournament.
Yeah. Large enough to lend some players to other teams. McKay, a left-handed player. Fun little thing about Aaron McKay is 2 of his fingers on his left hand, which is his dominant hand, are actually missing a knuckle. And so players used to give him all sorts of grief about digging his fingers into the balls, and then he'd have to show them that he wasn't digging into the balls, they're just not there.
And then didn't they feel terrible?
I hope so.
Another fun fact about Aaron, I saw him on the bus this morning and gave
Yeah.
him a big slap. He wasn't prepared for that. At
Aaron McKay.
6:30 a.m.
Yeah, he's a solid player. He is the partner of Guylaine Sanfilippo, probably the most accomplished female player in Winnipeg.
Oh, for sure.
She's made Team Canada numerous times. She's won medals with them. We were all watching, and we were all there with her when she had that 1-versus-1 at the end of Worlds in 2017.
Right. Heartbreaking moment.
I don't know that I've ever been in a situation with that much pressure in my life. And she kept her composure. It was unfortunately that she didn't make it, but she did us proud.
Went all the way down to Australia for that tournament.
Oh, look at this. This mental battle between Bertrand and Wilmot is just fantastic. You can see the 2 of them filling it out, waiting for the other person to pump so that they can throw.
Both full of vim and vigor and youthful energy.
Yeah. Both
Nice
of them
counter by
playing like they're
Bertrand,
just going to heal when they injure themselves. I miss those days.
Yeah. Well, and Riel is a magical person. Let's say that.
That describes him well. Oh, and a nice hit from Bertrand on both Mangiola and LaBerge. Colton Bertrand, actually, with a background in gymnastics, just like Kyle Lavoie.
Kyle Lavoie. Now, you could understand looking at Colton, the gymnastics thing, but Kyle Lavoie is a surprising one.
Kyle Lavoie is interesting. He's a roofer. He's covered in tattoos. I understand he has a colorful history from his youth. Not the kind of guy I'd expect to be in gymnastics, especially given the amount to which masculinity was in its heyday when he was growing up. you know, gymnastics was definitely something that I don't remember boys being encouraged to go into at that time anyway. But hey, it's
Which is silly because it is a great athletic achievement to be able to get yourself up on those rings.
I mean,
You need so much core strength.
it's translated really well into his dodgeball skill, that's for sure. Definitely providing him in his adult life with some good skills. Now, that was an unfortunate opening rush. Apex, unfortunately, botching that rush and sending one ball over to the other side. Always a heartbreak when that happens. Hard to recover the morale in that round, but Bailey doing a really good job.
Oh, Bailey with a
catch on
amazing catch.
LaBerge. Everybody's heard about LaBerge. Michael Bailey, known for his catching ability. Also, as I understand it, a very competitive Fortnite player. That's all the kids are playing these days. Is the Fortnite.
That's a video game.
Yes, it is. That's I believe the biggest one.
I was pretty good at Sonic the Hedgehog for a brief period of my life.
Oh, which one?
The very first one, I imagine.
Yeah.
There's also, before Sonic the Hedgehog, there was Wonder Boy. No one remembers Wonder Boy.
I remember that was for Master System, wasn't it?
It was for the original Sega. It was some kind of blonde jungle boy.
That's what I mean. The Sega Master System, right?
Okay, yeah.
Not the Genesis, the one before it, right?
Right.
Yeah. I actually own Wonder Boy. I've never played it.
He was a blonde jungle boy with a sword.
Oh yeah. Did you ever play Bonk?
Bonk, no.
No, it was a video game for the which one was it? It wasn't in television, but instead of jumping on enemies like most games, he just bonked them with his giant head. That's why it was called Bonk.
I think we all know someone like that in real life.
Yeah.
Whoa. Just scary when he...
Who do you think has the biggest head in Dodgeball? I mean, literal biggest.
Literally?
Not like an ego, just a very large skull.
I'd have to think about that. I want to say Ireland, but he just has the biggest smile.
Yeah, that's for sure. That man is always smiling. I love it. I think it might actually be Scott Brandt. Top to bottom, he has a very tall face.
Oh, a double there.
Ooh, that is...
Across the court, hitting out Johnson.
Yeah. We haven't seen a lot from Pantel in this, but I think that's because he's playing in the corner, and that's just outside of our field of vision. Tameta, again, I tried really hard to poach him for Heatwave, but unfortunately, he already had a team. They only had 4 players on it, and he said, well, there was room for him on our team if he could bring the other 3 players, and, you know, we just didn't have room for 4 players. But, man, that guy is good.
A lot of players jumping around from team to team.
Oh, and he's looking for the catch there, but it was a nice waterfall. You see, rather than throwing them all at once and risking him catching one, they just kind of waterfalled them. I don't have a better way of describing it. You know, one after another real quickly so that he can't just catch one of them, you know, focus on one ball. And it was a really, really good strategy.
When you're the last one in, what is your mentality going into that?
Last one in, well, that depends on how many players I'm up against and what
Say more than 4.
If there's more than 4 players, what I'm trying to do is if we're up on points, I'm just trying to run it. So I'm trying to stay alive as long as possible, dodge balls, and only take real safe shots. Don't throw at anybody who looks like they're ready for a catch, right? Or even better, throw at players who have a ball. Now, if we're down on points, I'm actually trying to just finish the round so we have more scoring opportunities. So I will get really aggressive. I'll get right up there, and I'm either trying to win the round right away or I'm trying to die right away. But I'm not the kind of person to step on the line.
You might as well, go for it.
I don't agree with that. I know it's sometimes the right play to just go out. I would much rather just go really hard and then get punished for it. Yeah. I'll go down swinging long before I take myself out. But sometimes that is the right choice. Right? If you're down by 2 points, actually, let's say you're down by 1 point and there's like 4 minutes on the clock.
Yep.
And the other team is probably just going to run it, right? The correct thing to do is to just end that round immediately and let your whole team get out there and try to win it. So
nice counters by the 2 lefties left. The 2 lefties
absolutely.
On Apex.
Yeah.
So we're down to 2-on-2.
Just Chartier and Wilmot versus Bertrand and McKay. Oh, and a nice block from Wilmot. actually at a party that Real Wilmot was at, and and he was talking about how much he loved talking about dodgeball, and I thought, well, shouldn't you just be talking dodgeball all the time? Like, don't you hang out like with your teammates and stuff? And he said, no, he doesn't really hang out with anybody. All he does is dodgeball. And I thought that was very interesting. He trains, he volunteers in the youth league, he plays.
He also does know every conspiracy theory ever put forward.
Yeah.
If you ask him about the secret pyramids in Croatia, the underground
Have you heard
highway from the Denver airport to Area 51.
Are you familiar with Stargate?
Stargate, I've seen Stargate.
Have you heard the theory that the United States invaded Iraq for Stargate?
Isn't that the plot of the movie Stargate?
No.
No?
No, they were just, they found it at the bottom of the ocean or something. Or in pyramids? I can't remember. But no, but there's an actual conspiracy theory that the United States invaded Iraq.
Not oil.
No, for a
Stargates.
Stargate. It was under the guise of oil. That's one of the best. I'm trying to start one that Jack Layton was killed to prevent an NDP government.
He was the closest that probably any NDP leader will ever be.
He would have been prime minister if he
would
had
have
not died of cancer.
Well, you've put that out into the
I
universe.
made a meme about it, and hopefully it goes viral, and hopefully that becomes a real.
And remember to
conspiracy
vote, people. I think that's the message here.
Yeah, absolutely. Get engaged, take part, start conspiracies. All right, we'll catch you all tomorrow. I'm Stacey Hewen.
I'm Gareth G. Money Williams.
Thanks for joining us.